Wake up.
What was the name of the song at the end of the Goofy movie?
It was Goof Troop.
No, that one
Rascal
song
Flatts.
ruled. The Goof Troop.
No, you need to add more country twang to that.
I don't know. Isn't Goof? I thought it was Rascal Flatts.
No,
I haven't seen the Goofy movie
It's not quite
in
like
like
that.
20
Goof
years.
Troop
Hold on.
will always be together.
Sing on the broken road.
On the broken road?
Yeah. Yeah, like hold on, how's it go? On the broken
I don't know.
road.
I could sing you the
on
Witch's
the
Road from
way
Agatha
to
All Along, I
you.
guess, but it's about all I got.
What is it?
Oh, sing Life is a Highway. That's a Rascal.
Life is a highway and I want to ride it all night long.
Yeah, that's Rascal.
All right, now
Flatts.
what am I singing? I'm in tune now.
I don't remember now.
I'm more of a why are we singing here?
Why would we not sing, Eric? What's wrong with singing?
No, nothing, I don't suppose.
Are we already recording?
Yes. we've
Okay,
been
welcome to the
recording.
AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
I'm Will.
There
we
we
make
go.
up the Rascal Flats.
I thought if I hit record
Yeah.
without telling anyone, I could get that nice candid
What's
intro.
the fucking sound? What's going on? Who's got their phone on the cable or some gay shit?
Oh, I guess mine's kind of close.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it happening in my ears. It sucks.
Not me.
Patrick,
Dick
play the
away.
presidential music. Donald Trump is the 47th president of the United States. Will has vowed to kill himself live on the show. I have a list of news articles.
Oh, God. He
Because
literally printed off a list
I
here.
literally printed off a
Took
list
it
of
off
news
this
articles.
board that's behind him that is like a bunch of other news articles with a lot of red strings.
Yeah, don't worry
circled
don't worry
and-
about that.
Thumbtacks and push pins.
Don't. and
Why
it's-
is there a lizard guy like in the middle circle?
Don't worry about that. That's for a different thing. That's not for the show. That's for my other show.
Gotcha.
Top billing is the FBI thwarts Iranian murder for hire plan targeting Donald Trump. Apparently, somebody was going to kill the motherfucker before he ever got in office.
Yeah, I think that happened like what 3 times.
Dude,
I feel like
at
that
this
happens
point,
like every day.
at this point, how many times is somebody going to try to kill him?
You just don't hear about the ones that don't take a shot.
I think like
Yes,
now,
exactly.
now that he's the president, we're probably gonna get a good few more.
Way more, right?
Well,
like
with,
way more.
Like with his rhetoric, yes. Yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna
Yeah,
get a
he-
few more.
kind of.
Like
Yeah,
he didn't
I
even
mean, I
calm
get it.
down when he was like, okay, I'm gonna calm down. He didn't.
It's weird. I
didn't
listened
actually
to
calm
the
down.
whole 3-hour thing of the Joe Rogan thing, and I can say with like certainty that like he went like kind of soft. Like he went kind of soft
maybe
on that
on the
interview.
Joe Rogan interview, but he also called. First of all, he called like immigrants animals.
What, on the interview?
No, not that interview.
Okay, I was
it's
about
like
to say.
on his campaign trail.
Yeah, he did that in 2016. That's nothing new.
Yeah, but he also said the enemies of within need to be like shot and shit like that.
He said he was going to use the military to arrest the enemies within the United States. Oh my
What does that
God!
even mean?
What does that mean? That
means he's
means
gonna
like
do a-
fucking SS, dude. That means like he's gonna fucking
He
use
means he's
the.
gonna do a purge.
He's that he.
I don't think
That's
the
what
president
the.
can do that.
That's what the Space Force is for, dude.
That's what the
He
Space
started
Force
it.
is for.
He started it. That's what he's gonna use.
and that's
it
what he's
for.
gonna end it with.
So Space Force is
Coast to coast.
So that they're gonna nuke you from orbit.
citizens?
Yes, they're gonna
Okay.
nuke
Space Force coast to coast, bitch.
You know that thing where they did to that Iranian guy where they just dropped a giant piece of metal from outer space on him and it like
No, I think-
destroyed his car and killed only him and not the other 3 people in the car?
Oh, I thought we didn't use the rods from God.
No, we did. We used it on like some Iranian dude who was like an ISIS guy. Trump used it. And that's what he's going to start using on civilians.
No, it was kind of funny and
Be a
silly
really
about
expensive
it.
way to
is
kill
it's
civilians.
just like I fucking said. Remember when I was like, I think Kamala's making a mistake with this big tent policy thing. I don't like it. Hey, guess what? When you look at the goddamn data, guess what? The Democrats spent all the money. They made more money than Trump. They had all these things. He was in fucking court case after court case, not able to campaign. Literally, this is their election to lose. They had it. It was so easy. And with all of their belly aching on straddling the fence and going to the right and getting the Republicans to go not vote for Trump. Trump in 2020 had 94% of Republicans vote for him, and I think 5% broke to Joe Biden. In 2024, guess what? 94% of Republicans voted for Trump, and I think 6% went to Kamala. They gained 1 goddamn percent of the vote.
Yeah, you know why? Because they don't appeal to like normal people with any of this shit. Like all of their stuff, like there's nothing that Kamala talks about that appeals to like a dude in Mississippi.
Why would anyone in Mississippi want diet Republican when they can have full sugar Republican?
Yeah. It's basically really weird. Her policies were really, really weird. She kind of like...
All she had to do was concede just a little bit to the left. That's it.
To the left?
Yeah, stop
You think
fucking...
leftists were voting for Trump?
No, actually, because if you combined all of the third-party votes and all the people who didn't vote this election, it still wouldn't add up to be... Because that's the thing. Trump won the popular and the electoral college.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
I didn't even remember that. He won
He won the
both
popular
straight up?
vote.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean... Bro, I mean,
Kamala could not have
I
won
guess
this.
the U.S. wants it.
It's because he went to forums that like the populace listens to. Like
Yeah.
he went on Joe Rogan.
Kamala did nothing to fucking win this.
Yeah, it's almost like she was scared to like talk in front of people. Like
Well,
almost like she might have been incompetent in the
It's
first
also
place, and
almost
maybe
like
they
she
were right.
had like
Also
9 months to campaign.
Also, that
Yeah.
that bullshit where like every time she was on the podium and like, look, I knew this was going to be trouble the moment I saw her start doing her first speech, and people began cheering for her, and she couldn't go past, like she couldn't keep talking through the cheering. Every single successful politician that I know of, that I have ever watched and seen, talks through cheering, booing. Doesn't matter because they know how to work a crowd.
Except for Trump, where he like smiles and he raises
Trump
his
doesn't.
hand.
Yeah,
and he's,
Trump's
like,
a
does
fucking
this.
idiot.
Yeah,
That's
but he's
the
a
problem.
successful
Excellent.
politician. He's a double president now. You cannot call him not a successful politician.
And
he is
bro-
one of the most successful politicians in history now.
Donald Trump has like the stage presence of like
A lemur.
Snoop Dogg, dude.
Yeah, no, it's
Look,
amazing.
you
His
might
stage
hate
pres-
it.
Yeah, you might hate him, but his stage presence is immaculate.
Remember the pizza metaphor, dude. That sauce that is making you gag, the other people are drinking by the gallon.
Yeah, dude. People
That
love his stage presence.
Like-
you might hate it. I hate it too. But
Oh, yeah,
people
it's
love it.
hard to
It's
watch for
fucking
me.
awesome.
But either way, I'm going to call him the exception then and not the rule, because every other politician that I've ever seen, literally they can talk through a crowd cheering for them. You know, if a crowd's cheering for them, they're like, yeah, and then, you know, we can keep fighting and going and winning, and the crowd's cheering. Or if a crowd, someone's booing and heckling them, they can either like Obama, come do a clap back at him, or
Yeah.
keep talking through it.
Yeah.
Kamala couldn't do either of that. She always got frustrated. She always got interrupted, and she always, like, every time like someone heckled her about the fucking Gaza thing, she always went, "I'm speaking right now."
The weird
or,
part is-
"Get out. This isn't the one for you."
Why was she even like? Why did they go with her? Just because she's already in office?
Yeah,
and they were like,
it was
it's
because
easy.
Joe
She's
Biden
vice
had
president.
the most. Joe Biden had the most delegates in the DNC that would just vote for him again. The problem is that the DNC is a corrupt bunch of fucks, a bunch of neoliberals.
What?
I
But-
mean, if
but-
anything,
but
the Republican Party is definitely like dead now, and Trump owns it.
Oh yeah.
Like absolutely. Like
No,
it's,
yeah, I
it is
agree.
no
Yeah.
longer
the Republican
old
Party
Republican
is owned
Party.
by billionaires, and the Democrat Party is just a bunch of neoliberal
It
dead
kind
ideas.
of rules.
The
The
Republican
new Republican
Party-
Party kind of rules. That's kind of awesome.
Well,
No.
they actually definitely rule because they have Congress, the Supreme Court, and the presidency. So.
yeah, it
Yeah.
fucking rules. Like
Yeah,
they
don't-
are, they
don't
are like
expect
kicking
any-
ass.
Don't expect any help from the federal government.
Yeah, don't expect any progressive policies.
No,
Don't expect-
absolutely not. But like,
We're gonna have
if you
4
want to look
years
at it
of-
from like a political standpoint, shit is like going in their favor like 100%.
Weirdly,
it
yeah.
could not be going more in their favor.
Strangely, yeah.
because-
And really, all it is because people looked at their fucking grocery bills and they said, food went up, gas went up. What happened? Why not? Why? And then
Why
Donald Trump
life
just
bad?
Yeah, and then Donald Trump just went, "I'll fix it." And then everybody clapped, and then they voted for him.
And
That's
you know,
it.
You know what's even more fucked? He's never even said how he'd fix it. He just went, "I can do it. I can fix it."
Yeah, 99% of the
You know
shit
what
he said
Kamala
was like,
didn't say? Broad sweeping statements
I know.
like
True,
that
she
that
didn't.
make people actually vote for her.
Even worse than that. It's not even that she made those broad sweeping statements.
No, she didn't.
She
She
looked.
didn't
She
make
looked someone
them.
in the face and said, "I'd keep it the same." Ha 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 ha!
she also told them that she would give my favorite thing that Kamala Harris said she was going to do, that I was like, you can't do that, was she was going to give $25,000 to every first-time home buyer.
What?
And I was like, how?
Oh yeah, she was talking about like home credits.
Yeah,
Oh.
I was like, I mean, that's not. Look, that's a thing that like the bank or your mortgage company gets to decide. What the government is going to give people $25,000. Everybody whose first-time home buyer gets $25,000 flat. Also, that doesn't fucking help.
Is
If
that
houses are $1
retroactive?
million, that doesn't help.
Yeah, I mean, that's
no
like me looking at the $600 stipend you gave me during COVID and go, oh, gee, thanks, I'll pay my fucking rent. That's $2,000 fucking dollars a month.
Exactly. Next, my favorite article. Putin says Ukraine must remain neutral for there to be peace.
You're already at war.
Yeah.
What do you mean Ukraine must remain neutral?
That
You
is-
invaded!
That is his word.
feel
That
bad.
is
You
his word.
invaded
I feel bad for-
Ukraine.
I feel
they
bad-
were neutral.
I feel bad for Ukraine because like Trump doesn't support their freedom. So yeah, I guess Russia just wins.
That's another one on here.
The entire government's
Trump-
completely, sidetracked right now, doing the Israel thing now. Because
Oh, yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
that's more profitable for them, I suppose.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely
you know
not
it
an
is.
ethical situation.
No, it's definitely a money thing.
Yeah.
Another favorite part
could
of
give a fuck.
article of mine, because I feel like the news was bound to be wild, right?
Oh, for sure.
So I looked at the news today and I was like, goddamn, every headline is like a talking point.
oh, Lord.
So the fucking Donald Trump and talked to Zelensky, but guess who gets to be on the phone with them? Elon Musk.
Why the fuck?
Why?
Because now Elon Musk is going to be in part of his cabinet. Did you guys see that RFK is going to be part of the
I'm into that. I like that.
Brain parasites?
F-
gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
in
I
there?
like that. I
or
like
the
that.
FDA? Yeah, he's part of like he's going to be in charge
gonna
of the
be in
FDA.
charge of the FDA.
Yeah, he's already saying that he's going to get rid of some of the vaccines.
Yes. I like that. I like that he's like
So, hey guys, I hope you guys are getting
he
ready
didn't
to.
say he was going to get rid of any vaccines though.
I hope you guys
that's
get
what
ready.
you're wrong on.
I hope you guys get ready for reinvention of the iron lung.
Yeah.
Iron Lung Boys, Iron Lung podcast right here.
Iron Lung podcast. It's the Iron Lung. They've got the Iron Lung, the great Iron Lung. We're bringing it
Nobody's
back.
ever had an issue with the iron
No one-
lung, okay?
Everybody loves the Iron Lung. It's my favorite lung.
That's why we stopped using it.
It's the biggest, the strongest lung. Yeah, he's going to be in charge of like the FDA or something.
Yeah.
And then he said like he was going to allow stem cell research without like restriction.
That's
And he was
kind
going to
of
allow like he
good.
had like 5 good things and then 5 bad things.
Okay, well, that's just politics in a
Yeah,
nutshell. isn't it?
generally. He was like, yeah, I'm going to allow stem cells and then people to buy whatever the fuck they want offline. And like, people can like put whatever they want into their own bodies and like self-determination and shit. I'm not going to tell people what they can and can't do and what like drugs they can and can't take. And I think that I want to stop big pharma from like get price gouging people on stuff. And so all that's good, right?
Mhm.
And then apparently Will's saying he said he was going to get rid of fucking.
I think he said he was going to look into vaccine. Like
Yeah,
some
he
of the
said he was going to look
vaccines.
into vaccines, but like he's been saying that for like he said that for his entire thing.
Oh sure, but now he has the power
everything
to.
he ever did, like everything he ever said he was like, that was why I liked him. I liked the dude because he never said he knew anything about anything. He would just be like, no, but it is like a big concern of mine, and when I get in office, I'll look into it.
That's a huge problem you just kind of pointed out right there, is why in God's name do we expect like our politicians to also be like economists, biologists, doctors, and like maybe these people just aren't qualified to make decisions about these things.
there's one thing he really loves is the
That's not why
environment.
we have. No. Their job isn't to know about these things. Their job is to be able to be smart enough to, 1, represent our feelings on this thing, 2, to go to an expert about these things and be like, hi, Mr. Expert of Vaccines, I want you to sit
That's
down
a very weird way to say lobbyist.
and explain
That's
to
a very
me.
strange way to pronounce lobbyist, but I mean, I'll give it to you. I mean, I guess that is what happens.
Yeah,
but-
he's trying. That's when he's trying to find out why there's so much coal money in his pockets. That's not trying to figure out how vaccines work. That's different,
during the
but-
Joe Rogan thing, Trump did say he was going to drill on American soil, and like he was going to start drilling for oil here to like lower gas prices and shit, and he wants to put tariffs on anything that comes from outside of America, like any Chinese like property. He's going to put like a 100 to 200% tariff on. So that by the time it gets to you, like it costs like $800, right? So you're not going to buy it. And then he believes his economic plan is that he believes that will force companies that have left America to come back to America and then make things in America so that they can sell their products.
Yeah,
It's a ballsy move.
If the Great Value toilet paper is now twice as much as the Charmin, then, well...
Exactly.
You're
not
not going to pay more for the shittier one.
Exactly.
We only buy that one because it costs $1 as
That
opposed
is-
to the
that
other
is
one
his-
that costs $4.
That is his
you know?
economic plan. I don't know how it's going to go because
Well,
on
according
one,
to every, are you talking about Trump's tariff thing?
yeah.
According to every economic expert I've seen talk about it, it's going to go terribly because all that's going to happen is corporations. Also, I think I read an article that said CEOs already said this. We're going to charge the consumer more to combat the tariffs.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what I said.
That's-
yeah, of course.
I mean,
That's exactly what will happen
tariffs
unless it's made in
do.
America.
A
If
tariff
it's
is
made
just
in
another-
America, then you don't get the tariffs.
That's the
and
problem
then-
is we don't make
That's what I'm
consumer
saying.
shit in
He
America.
Trump thinks that it will force businesses back into America so that
It
people
won't.
they can make money.
The problem is that it won't, though. They don't have the
It could.
American corporations don't have any incentive to do that.
Yeah,
They
maybe,
do because they won't have tariffs.
They're not the ones having to deal with it. That means nothing to them. They're corporations. That tariffs mean nothing to them.
Well, America is the biggest consumer in the world, right?
Yeah, and a
So
little bit
if
of
we
tax.
stop consuming,
A little bit of tax to them is barely a speed bump.
dude, you see this entirely different than I do. Because I think that it will either one work and it'll be great, or it will lead to war. Because that's the only outcome. Either it works and it's awesome, or it leads to war because that's what happens when trade breaks down.
Well, it could work and then lead to war.
It could work and then lead to war. Either way. But
Yeah.
it's going to be basically American
bleed
companies.
China dry for
Yes.
a year or two, and then they're just like, oh, fuck this deal.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
It doesn't benefit them anymore, and then they decide that it's time for war.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes total sense for instance, if Apple is making iPhones in China because it's super cheap parts of the iPhone, not the fucking iPhone itself. But if they're making parts of the iPhone in China, it makes sense for them to bring it back to America, and then it would actually work. If they brought it back to America and then they get to sell it, and then it sells
But
for the amount that
one
they
of the
want to
things
sell
you're
for.
missing in your whole bring them back to America, all these are coming back, is America lost the expertise on these jobs. We don't have any more experts who can make this shit that China does anymore. We don't have the infrastructure in place for that type of shit. It would take decade at least, if not more, to rebuild that shit back into America.
How
Well,
long
that
did it
would
take
create
to build
jobs.
How long,
wouldn't it?
yeah, well, that would create
That
jobs.
would be a
and
huge
good.
infrastructure thing that we could reconstruct, which in of itself would be a public works project. Which could
I
potentially
think you're
give us-
giving credit to the people who own these corporations.
No, I think you're not
way
giving
more,
credit
'cause
to
they could
anyone
just- they
because
could
you're a
just be like,
communist.
no, I'm not going to do that.
But they will.
I can pay someone cheaper in China and then suffer the tax.
They can't suffer the tax. It will take way too much. His plan literally is to find out what number they cannot tolerate and then set it to that number.
Yeah.
That is the whole plan. And
what-
if that is his plan, it will go one of two ways. It will either work great and they will move back to America, or it will lead to war.
No, mark my words, it won't work great.
Yeah,
I think a better argument on your side might be that's what he says.
Yeah,
What
that might be
politicians say right when they're
mean-
getting, especially someone like him.
I don't know. Trump's famous for his trade war with China. That's like his whole. That was like his whole deal. His first
China.
thing,
And he's
Yeah.
also famous for that not working.
I don't know. I literally do not remember if it worked or not. I remember that it.
It's literally what caused the 9% inflation.
I don't know. I literally do not know. I have no idea.
Well,
Economics is weird.
Yeah,
And there's a lot of factors that go into it.
I'm just a gay man in Mississippi. I don't know anything about economics or who the president is.
if we're
I
gonna-
do know that a guy said on a podcast that he would do a thing, and that I think it'll go one of two ways. That's it. That's all I know.
It doesn't help that the
Well,
economy
that's really
itself
gay.
is the
Yeah.
economy itself is like this borderline ethereal, ever-changing
Well,
thing.
it's BS. I mean, it's BS anyways. It's make believe to begin with. It's fiat currency all the way. the economy is exactly what you said. It's this nebulous bullshit that's just made up. It's almost religion, except
Kinda, but it deals in, the real world and like goods and services.
Yeah, it's like religion except for any part of it exists.
Yeah,
like
every
any part of
part-
it's real.
except
and like,
the problem with it is it only works because people believe it works. If
Yeah.
at any point everyone just stopped believing the economy worked, guess what happens to the economy? It stops working.
I swear
but
to
no
God.
one, would benefit from that in the general.
What do you? I mean, it wouldn't really matter to like you or me. We wouldn't feel it.
I swear to God, if Trump had his way, then
I mean,
we would
think
go
about
back
it now.
to like the
Our
gold
economy
standard.
supposedly right now is the best and highest it has ever been under Biden. Like literally, if you look at their numbers,
No fucking way.
Look at the numbers.
I'm paying
Look at their
$1
numbers.
million
well,
for
that's
fucking
what
groceries.
I mean. For you, me, and him, it doesn't matter how well or good the macro economy is doing because at a micro level where we're at, it fucking sucks.
Oh, you're saying like, yeah, but aren't we also more in debt than we've ever been?
So it's kind of like
Apparently, from what I saw of the two things, Trump's plan is going to add something like $7-10 trillion. Kamala's plan was going to be like $2 trillion added.
Yeah, Trump.
But also, that shit doesn't matter because all that is just an old capitalist like thing. Whereas as long as you can continue paying your loan payments, the debt doesn't matter. That's an old capitalist trick.
yeah, the trillions of dollars of debt we're in.
Yeah,
That's
that
kind of
doesn't actually
true.
matter.
I mean, I see what they're saying there, but what you're saying is that our situation down here at the bottom is more like the big video game companies a couple years ago where they all posted like record sales and then had massive layoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, Eric, thank you for bringing it down to a level a gay man in Mississippi, can understand. Video game companies.
Well,
Thank you
that's-
so
but
much.
That's
that is
economics on a smaller scale.
That's
though.
what I'm saying.
Like,
is
that's the same thing.
it's
They're
the-
making ass loads of money. And then
We are not.
So isn't that a good reason to elect Donald Trump then? Because they're obviously doing the wrong thing and fucking you over?
Listen, for me, this is the way I view it. It's all bourgeoisie electoralism.
So no one would be good as president?
No one
Other
who
than
runs.
the PLC, or what were they? The PSL, I think is what they're called. The PSL candidate.
The penis size
liberation.
Yeah, no, I think they're the
size liberation. Oh, dude, hell yeah! That's the part. That's the party I want to be part of.
the
Dude.
Party of Socialist Liberation or something
Is
like
it
that.
small? No. That's their whole deal, dude. They got they're there for one fucking voter. It's me.
Yep.
Yeah. What's up, bro? What was the thing? I'm sorry.
Woo.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
You made his Socialist Labor Party into a penis joke.
Yeah. What, is there a Socialist Labor Party?
I mean, there's a few.
Okay. Well, maybe they should like get together and like have a thing.
I mean,
right?
they do.
That's called China and Russia.
Oh, that's called a revolution.
like the thing about it is like they have a candidate. But the thing about socialists and this is that they're not worried about electoralism because the thing about capitalists is when you get around to doing good in socialist electoralisms, they just start assassinating you. Ask Fred Hampton or anyone like that.
Yeah.
So what actually, the actual concern for socialists is going to working people and stuff and being like, hey, this electoral shit is bullshit. Maybe take over your local shit, but let's just get together and fucking do a revolution.
So the idea is that basically if you are a socialist, then the idea is basically you either have to do a revolution or if you become like a big enough
Once you get to a
politician,
point, yeah.
then they'll just kill you because they're going to lose a lot of money.
Well, it's that they'll kill you because you're the one stirring the populace to actually realizing, oh, if we just do socialism, everything gets better.
Is fucking what's his name? Is the guy from Cuba the only one who's ever survived that and like it worked out for him?
Castro?
Castro?
Is
he the only dude who ever just was like, yeah, it fucking rules.
It kind of worked out for
Yeah,
Castro.
as a matter of fact, we should all be communists and rise up and kill everybody, and then we can put me in charge, and then I don't wear a fucking bulletproof vest when I go to New York.
I know,
and it
right?
rules. And he just fucking pulls his shirt down. Patrick, put up the video where
I'm going to
Castro...
sleep with my assassin and
Yeah.
then do her so well
It
she
fucking
regrets it.
rules. I love Castro. Castro's so cool.
Yeah.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, he died a couple years
Oh,
back.
But
it
he's out of
sucks,
old
dude.
age,
Have you
which
ever
is a cool
seen that
thing.
video?
Yeah,
Eric?
he fucking won.
It basically only works on like a macro scale.
If you
scale
run
like
a
that, a micro
revolution
scale.
and rule a country
It has
and
to be
managed
Cuba.
to die of old age, you won.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you
Sure.
won and you never lost.
Now, like, don't get me wrong. Like, communist, like even Marx was like, listen, if there is a People's Party in like a democratic sense, vote for them, but don't vote. One, recognize that it doesn't matter. Two, don't vote for like basically the capitalist parties.
Yeah.
Even if your vote, quote unquote, supposedly doesn't matter, what you're doing is showing that you're voting for labor.
Is there a socialist group in Mississippi that you're part of that you're going to like do a small little revolution with?
Me?
And can I join this little thing so
Oh,
that I can
well,
see
I
how
would-
many people there are and then make fun of them?
How do you feel
Well,
about private property?
Private, well,
Because that might affect.
it depends on what you mean, because some people have a different definition of that. Like, if you mean your personal property is private property, I don't care about your toothbrush. If you mean you have private property in which you steal the profits of labor from your workers, yeah, you should probably give that up to the public. If you mean, and how I feel about public property, I love public property.
No, I meant like my private property.
If
like
I don't want your underwear.
my house and my yard.
I don't want your underwear.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
the house
concerned
and
as
the
much
yard.
about the underwear, more the
Look, man,
dogs, the walls, the ground.
your own private
the lake.
house, as long as you're not using it in order to steal profits from the labor of others, you can do with whatever the fuck you want with it. It's like
I
kind
don't
of
even understand what he said.
I mean, I think I kind of get it. So as long as I don't run a plantation out of my house,
like,
I'm kosher.
I mean, like,
like-
effectively, yeah.
Oh, you're fucked, dude. You're absolutely fucked.
Yeah,
'Cause
you're
you're
fucked.
I've
Yeah,
been to
you're
your
done.
house, dude. I've been out back. I've seen the little thing you got going on. With
No,
it. Like,
no. Those guys were just passing through.
Yeah.
The Mormons.
Yeah, that's
Shut
a
the
good
fuck
question.
up,
I
Will.
didn't really
I've got
need
a
to-
good thing going here right now. You do not tell them.
Okay.
They asked. They came by and they asked, like, "Is there
I
anything we can do
asked,
to
okay?
help?" And you were like, "Well, you can pick my cotton out back." As a matter of fact, that would help out a lot.
Yeah, they have been there for a solid 8 months now. You two shut your fucking mouths and do not ruin this for me. Okay.
He's got like a tabernacle choir of like little Mormon boys, and
They are so happy. They think they're going to heaven. They are just so into it. And I, for one, am not interested in ruining their day.
yeah, you didn't even have to have a guy out there whipping them.
No.
And they
Jesus
sing
whips
songs
them
just
for
like
me.
Yeah, they sing
Well,
songs just
I
like
to
the old
imagine they, like,
slaves.
self-flagellate themselves.
I think that's a sect of Catholicism, not Catholicism in general. But I don't know. I think there's self-flagellation. Are there Protestants that do that too? I assume
Oh, I
there
don't know.
probably are.
There's
But-
people who do that shit for
Right.
a kink.
But-
There's
but-
got to be Protestants.
So,
who
yeah.
For
do
real
that.
quick,
It's more of like a
so.
horny thing.
I was just thinking more of the what was it, the Da Vinci Code thing.
Oh,
where the
yeah.
dude
Oh
was
yeah,
I
that's
was
what
thinking of
everybody
self-flagellating.
thinks of.
I was thinking of Dracula.
Dracula.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy in the anime?
Yeah, Castlevania.
Yeah, he's a Muslim,
Oh,
to be
okay,
fair. So
yeah, I see. Yeah,
that's
But,
actually
like,
a good point.
as far as socialist
that's
groups
not
go,
Dracula. You can't say like Dracula.
He is in
I was thinking of
Castlevania.
Dracula, and then no, Dracula is its own movie and book and
Well,
story.
like, Dracula's in it. And he's
Yeah,
the main
Dracula's
character.
in it.
He's
It's
the main
not.
character.
It's not called Dracula. You can't say I was thinking of Dracula. I'm thinking of like the 1800s, like guy with the big poofy hair. He's like walking down the stairs. And he's talking to Keanu Reeves. And he sleeps with the three sexy girls.
Why
and
do
I'm
you
sitting here
think
thinking, where is there a man self-flagellating in that movie? And where can I watch that shit? Is that rules?
What was the movie with Hugh Jackman as Constantine?
That was called Hellsing.
Hugh Jackman as
Yeah, Hugh
Constantine.
Jackson.
Yeah.
You sure
Wait,
you're
no,
not
are you
thinking
talking
of
about Hellsing?
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Keanu Reeves as Constantine?
No.
No, you're talking
Okay,
about
you're
Hugh
talking about
Jackman,
Hugh Jackman as Hellsing.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
it was called Hellsing.
Yeah, it was called Hellsing.
Now, alternatively, if you get home and you're listening to this and you think, wait a minute, it was Keanu Reeves playing Constantine, that was called Constantine.
Yes, that was called Constantine. Constantine being a decent movie.
It's all right.
I've seen it once. I just remember I wanted to fuck the angel.
It's okay.
And I think that
Fair
might
enough.
really, really, that I might be going to hell for that one.
Oh, they actually picked her and like dressed her up and put makeup on her.
They did. Absolutely. And it was
to make her
awesome.
look as androgynous as possible,
and
like an angel.
It was awesome. I was, 12 when that movie came out?
That was like
I was
an awakening for you,
so into that scene. I was like, oh my God, this is what angels... I might get into Christianity.
Yeah.
My dad might be on the right path. Is that what... Oh my God.
Yeah. If Constantine's like a good like 7.5 out of 10,
we're gonna watch it on the show, and I'm gonna be like,
Helsing's-
it's like a 3, and you're gonna be like, it's like a 9.
You'd hate it.
I don't think I've ever sat down and watched Helsing all the way through, but from the bits I've seen, that's screaming more of a like a 6.
Helsing's like
Like
really,
this-
No, Helsing's like a 4.
yeah, Helsing's really, really
not good.
bad.
It's not good.
You say you can't
Patrick,
enjoy anything?
shut
from
up,
it?
Eric. Patrick, put up the best scene from Helsing.
Do not worry. I shall find another bride.
What? Do we mean so little to you? Have you no heart?
No! I have no heart! I feel no love! Nor fear! Nor joy! Nor sorrow! I am hollow. And I will live forever.
There you go. See?
See, yeah,
There you
pretty
go.
good. 9 out of
Pretty
10.
good.
9 out of
Shut
10.
up, both of you.
What? What do you want to talk about?
Look,
You want to talk about the labor
I
party
want to tell
again?
you one thing.
Okay, fine. Do your one thing. It's not like I got a piece of articles in my on paper in my lap. It's not like I got a whole bunch of shit to talk
If you're
about.
out there and you're listening and you're a socialist and like, what can I do to get involved? How can I help? Look, just look into joining the DSA or the PSL, I want to say they're called. I can't quite remember their
The
name.
DSA is probably the most
But
real.
join the DSA. You don't have to be a socialist to join the DSA.
No, you
They're
just be a
looking for a
Democrat.
mass movement. You're fine. Join the DSA. They'll teach you all about it when you get in.
If you like Bernie
Sounds like he's
Sanders,
recruiting
you'll
you to a
like...
cult, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But I mean, like, if you like Bernie Sanders, you'll probably like the DSA. You can just leave it at that.
Yeah.
They'll tell you why the way you've been living is wrong and how to do it right and be on the right path.
But don't talk to any of your family. No, they're all
actually, I
wrong.
completely disagree.
Cut yourself
Talk to your
away from
family.
them.
Tell
Get
your
rid of
family to
all
join the
of your
DSA.
personal
That's how you get
property.
shot in Mississippi. Will.
Opposite of that.
We want you to get rid of all of your personal property and belongings. Give them to
Live
the
in our
collective.
community. Live in our collective. Don't mind the stockpiled guns. Don't worry about those. Those are for something else. God, Waco must have been a fucking trip. Can you imagine living in Waco? Like, just legitimately being in that bitch and being like, oh, you know what? This guy really is Jesus Christ reincarnated.
No.
And he's just like, he's really... No, you used to be a zealot. Put yourself back into their shoes and think about the moment where you were like, yeah, Jesus is real. All right, some guy comes to you. He's like Charles Manson level of charismatic, and he's like, I am Jesus Christ. Come back. We're going to go live out in Waco, Texas. We've got a community. We're all going to love each other and be together. Also, I get to fuck your wife, but don't worry about that. We'll get to that later.
1, I've read the Bible, so it wouldn't work on me. 2, I
That
would
is how
give
it
him a
worked,
fish and be like, double this.
though. Ooh, hell yeah. That would be nice.
And then you can fuck my wife.
With the fish?
No, yeah.
Okay.
No offense, but if you're down here, then we can skip the whole faith thing. Do a
Oh,
miracle.
yeah. Do a miracle,
do
dude.
a miracle.
Do any
I
miracle.
am doubting.
Literally,
I'm a
do
doubting
magic.
Thomas.
Do magic right now.
You know what messes me up?
What,
Actually,
the doubting Thomas existed, and then
Yeah.
everybody's okay with that?
no, it's
And
that
he went to
everyone-
he went to
It's the
heaven.
people that are not okay with it. It's that when you get to the Bible, you read the Bible, you get to Doubting Thomas. Doubting Thomas is like, hey, I need to see your hands. Jesus is like, here's my hands. But blessed is those who just have faith. Will get, and then Doubting Thomas gets to go to heaven. Why can't I have evidence?
You can still go to heaven. You can still. Doubting Thomas is a saint, meaning he definitely went to heaven. It's Saint Thomas. So
Yeah.
it's okay to doubt Jesus Christ. That's all right. You just gotta seal. It's about faith and works.
Just gotta
Will.
bow the knee.
No, it's faith and works. The good
bend
book
the knee.
says this is faith and works. InfoWars is up for sale. Who's gonna buy it? What do you think?
I'll give him $1.
No, I mean like legitimately, it's up for sale. Actually, right now.
This is a public
This is
offer
a public.
for $1.
No,
I'll be
it
completely
really
honest.
is. I am talking about an article I am reading.
I am
It
listening
says,
to
who
you.
will buy InfoWars? Both supporters and opponents of Alex Jones interested in bankruptcy auction. He is auctioning off InfoWars.
Okay, 1, Elon Musk. 2, I am publicly offering $1.
If Donald Trump buys InfoWars,
InfoWars.
and he's like, it's fake news.
Do you think we could audition for InfoWars?
my God,
InfoWars
dude,
without
yes.
the psychopath.
Can this be the InfoWars podcast?
Okay, so like InfoWars without fucking Alex Jones is like fucking game theory without Matt Pat, dude.
Yeah, it's
That's
boring.
gonna like
It's
completely it'll
How's game theory
run for
doing?
like a year or two, and then it'll just kind of fade away.
Yeah, unless it's Donald Trump's own news station.
How-
Which is what I am putting it down right now. I think Donald Trump will buy InfoWars, and I think he will use it as a propaganda machine.
why would he have to do that? He has Fox.
Because it doesn't matter. He doesn't have as much control over Fox as he would have if he owned InfoWars, dude. He would own like an actual media circus.
Yeah.
Like own it, not like need to influence people to like do things he wants. He's the boss, and you got to put what he says on television. Now that's the dystopian fucking SS type shit I want to get into. When are we killing the Jews? When are we getting the blacks out of here? When are we throwing the Mexicans out? This is
You do
supposed to be a
realize
white
you've,
ethno state.
Patrick, you do realize you have admitted in this very recording that you are actually gay. That's a disability, you do know, and you will be.
I've thought about that.
It's a mental
no,
disorder.
no,
You will be
I
gassed
legitimately,
for
yeah,
that.
no, I legitimately have thought about that, and that scares the shit out of me. No
Like,
lie.
yeah, you will
No, that-
totally
no,
be
that-
gassed
no,
for that.
I have the fact that like it came to me in a vision, right?
Mhm.
And I was sitting there and I was putting my vote in, where I was voting for Donald Trump, obviously, in this
Mhm.
last election, and I thought to myself.
Sure.
That's
This
what
is
we'll
how I
see if
die.
we pull up the public voting record.
I visualized myself putting one round in the chamber and spinning it, and putting it to my head, and just pulling
By the way,
the hammer back.
Do you guys know that?
What?
Do you guys know that your voting is anonymous, but anyone can look up the public voting record and see your name?
So the thing is, the public voting record only shows if you voted or not who you voted for.
Ah.
So yes, that's why when you go to vote, which I know you've never done, but when you
did
go
it-
to
I
vote,
did
you
the
have to
last
sign
time.
your name.
I did the last time.
You mean
Did you?
like
This last time you voted?
on
Yeah,
the 6th
Biden.
of this month?
You voted for Biden?
Yeah.
This
Wait,
month?
Kamala was
Why?
running.
No, sorry, not this last time. You're right.
Did you forget there was an
Don't you
election?
forget already,
No.
Will?
didn't
I
forget.
know
Will.
it just happened,
It
but
hasn't been a
goddamn
week
it.
yet.
But like, it's just too.
Come
it's
on,
close
man.
enough to where I don't consider it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
real
real
yet.
yet. It's not
ago.
real yet.
Yeah.
It's not
Sorry
real
about
yet.
I'm still in delusion.
Yeah.
It was 2 days ago, Will. Catch
Nah,
up.
I'm
Did
still
you vote,
living in the
Eric?
delusion.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
You did? Okay.
No,
I
didn't-
can see
you're
you
right,
as a
though,
dude
I
who
didn't
just
vote.
doesn't vote. I know you didn't vote. You said you aren't going to vote for anybody that supports genocide, and every single person on the ballot supports genocide, except for Jill Stein. You could have voted for Jill Stein, but you're not going to do that because you're a faggot. I know you.
She has other problems.
She has tons of problems.
Yeah.
One of them
Also,
being
her,
just
her,
too goddamn
her VP is
sexy.
anti-trans too.
Ooh.
Fun.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
There's just
I'll take
no
that. I'll take
candidates
I'll
worth
take
voting
that.
for.
I'm just saying I'll take it. I'll take it if we can get a Green Party dude in the office. I'll take like an anti-trans VP because VPs have been all sorts of shit. Hell, Donald Trump's first VP kept him from getting reelected. So, like, your VP could be like have nothing to do with you as president. Fucking Mike Pence, kind of one of the coolest dudes in history.
JD Vance actually tried to make sure Donald Trump didn't get elected.
How?
By being the worst running VP.
I don't know shit about him. Kira said she watched the Joe Rogan thing with him and that she liked his thing better than Trump's.
So JD
But
Vance,
Kira's
I
a
would say that's
fascist,
probably
so,
she
like,
kind of
yeah.
like eats that shit.
Yeah, no, Kira's a fascist, so I mean, like, it's fine. I understand when she says she likes something. I'm like, yeah, I get that. I understand. I understand you like something.
I mean, I'd like to remind everyone just go rewatch the donut shop video of him being like, just put whatever makes sense in a bag.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. After watching the Joe Rogan interview with Trump, I was really conflicted this election. I really did have a moment where it was like, I might vote for Trump.
You know what's
I might
funny
do
about
it.
that is he did that interview. He also abandoned a rally he was supposed to go to.
Because it's better.
And then like it was like people were freezing at that rally for like 3 hours. That he didn't even send buses to pick them up. They had to walk like I think a mile back to their cars.
They went there themselves.
Yeah,
Why has he got to fucking?
why has
to parade them
Why
back?
is there an expectation for that to be provided?
Yeah,
Cause-
he
cause
didn't. He didn't shuttle me
cause-
anywhere when I went to go see
because
him.
there were buses that brought people in.
The fuck there were in Mississippi when I went to go see Donald Trump. I had to walk my
true.
ass
No,
2 miles.
From what
to
I understand about
Washington,
this rally,
Speak.
there were buses who did drive people in. They just no buses drove them out.
As far as I
That
know,
sounds
that's not
like
even an
bad planning
expectation.
on the ralliers. part.
Yeah, that's
you
not
didn't
like-
have a fucking exit plan. That's
Is that
what
up to
we're
the
talking about.
president, really?
No, that's his campaign.
What were
though.
you going to do if he showed up?
Well, I
and
mean,
then
yes,
left?
like because that's his campaign.
Like,
So
yeah,
he's the
would they
face of
like
it.
do that? Would they have done the same thing if he had showed up? Because I mean, like if they had done the
I
same
don't
thing if he had
know
showed
if
up,
he had
then
done the same thing if he had shown up.
What
So
was he going to get
then
on stage and be
what
like,
is-
"Now get all these people on buses. I want them out of here."
I think the
They're
expectation
not Mexicans.
Is,
I'm not trying to say they're Mexicans. I swear to God, they're
I
not
think-
gays.
So
They're
he
not
did
blacks.
I
exactly
think
what he
it
would have
would
done
put
if
them
he
on
showed
blo-
up and left, and people were just mad because he didn't show up.
As a
The
matter of-
buses are irrelevant.
As a matter
That's
of fact,
a dumb expectation.
put one Mexican
why
in
is
the
that a
front
dumb
of the bus.
expectation? How's that a dumb expectation? They get
Because
bussed
there
in.
was no expectation
Yes,
for
there
it
is.
before
they
he
get
didn't
bussed
show
in.
up.
That's the okay. Hold on. I don't understand how there's no expectation. There's already a bus that you get bussed in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
Now, I'm
that bus
sitting
driver
here-
say that they then pick them up later?
No bus driver ever says, "Oh, I'm going to sit here and pick you up." Everyone just goes, "Okay, this is the bus stop. If I come back later, there will be a bus."
You've never
Okay,
been to
then.
one of these fucking things, have you?
I went
Because
to one
never,
with you.
it never works.
We
that
went
way.
to one.
Yeah,
And
was there
also-
a bus
dude,
that picked you up
no,
and took you
but
somewhere?
rally doesn't
that was in
provide-
2016, man.
The
No,
rallies
it's never been that way. I've
Rallies
never been
don't
to
provide
anything.
transportation.
Yeah,
you
it doesn't
provide
benefit
transportation.
them at all.
If there's
in
public-
anything, even if it's an NFL game, it doesn't benefit them at all to get you out of there. It benefits them to get you in there. So they like fucking shuttle bus your ass in there, and then after that, they're like, "Yeah, you find your own fucking way home. It doesn't matter. Sleep in the streets, get drunk, pass out, flip a car, whatever. Have fun. It's soccer time in England.
Yeah,
like
I've
they're
never
not gonna
been to
shuttle
any
your
kind
ass
of-
out. That costs too much money. Fuck that.
Yeah, I've never been to
I
anything
would be
like that.
insulted if I was the fucking manager of that rally and they were like, would you shuttle bus us out? And I'd be like, you got two fucking legs, walk. And they'd be like, actually, I'm quadriplegic. I'd be like,
Well, how the fuck did you get here?
You bust me in.
Do that.
Yeah.
Backwards.
You bust. You picked me up off my quadriplegic bed, put me on a bus, dragged me here.
Well, that's just a
and you're like,
kidnapping.
"Hey, you don't have any rights for you to get bussed back, you piece of shit quadriplegic."
yeah, that is me.
Well,
though.
that's just
that is me.
That's just a psychopath kidnapping quadriplegics. That doesn't have much to do with
his political rally.
Also, that's like the best voice I've ever heard coming out of a quadriplegic. Quadriplegics don't sound like that. There's no guy who's both of his legs and both of his arms are fucked up, and he's still like, "Yeah, dude, I want to bust out of here." No, it's like,
I would like a bus, please.
Yeah, they're all mopey.
Send me back to
I do mopey
the
too.
parking lot.
yeah,
They're so lazy.
okay.
Is this obviously ableist stuff doing it for anybody out
It-
there? Like, is that-
Wait, okay, who gets gassed first? The quadriplegics or the gays? Do I get gassed
Oh, the
first?
quadriplegics.
Oh,
Obviously.
easy.
Gays
Okay.
can do labor.
Okay, good. Thank God.
And also,
at least I'll end up in a labor
You can
camp.
probably
think about
hide better
most-
than a quadriplegic person.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
married to a
you'll-
woman. I might have a child
Yeah.
soon. I can just stop saying I'm bisexual, and don't forget that Patrick bleeped that out, and then also go back through this entire show and cut out, just delete every episode where I ever mentioned.
Just every
Being-
episode before this episode. Just delete every episode.
Patrick, delete this entire show and then upload this by itself.
delete the channel.
Yeah.
Just delete the channel. It's kind of got gay
Do you like
shit
the
all
new
over
profile
place.
picture?
Yes.
New profile picture.
Yeah, you like the new profile picture of the channel? I don't
Hold
like
on.
a few people commented on it. Have you really not seen it? Are you checking it for the first time? Am I gonna get a live reaction of Eric's of Eric
I was
looking it up?
listening to the damn podcast earlier today.
Yeah,
so-
but it's not like you look at your fucking phone because you don't use the thing that I told you, the fucking app. What is it called? Revamped?
What?
Yeah, revamped. This thing. Remember I told you, you said, take a picture of that and circle it and send it to me. And I did. You never got it because I was like, you don't have to pay for YouTube Premium.
Right. That's funny. My account just got up. So
Yeah, maybe you might want to be doing that. It's fucking free. It rules. And it's just YouTube Premium, but you don't have to pay for it. It's awesome. Anyways, do you see the new fucking profile picture? And
Hold
do
on.
you like it?
I get like absolutely no.
Oh, for
service
fuck's sake. It will pull up the new profile picture.
Oh, I see
What?
it. Yes. Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. That's perfect. I did notice when you did that. I just forgot. Yeah, because that's
Of
great.
course you did.
I love it.
Of course you forgot. Of course you don't remember anything that has to do with this show, dude. You have no
Like,
you have
didn't
no
you remember we were
commitment.
doing the show today?
texted and reminded all of you guys.
So from the Daily Beast, Fox host calls
Oh, hell
for
yeah. I
Trump.
love the Daily Beast, dude. That is my
Oh, jeez.
number one news source.
Fox host calls for Trump prosecutors to face death penalty.
Death penalty?
Yeah.
God damn. I did see
the political violence is getting real.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a quote from.
Can you not pronounce his name? Try.
No, I'm trying to make sure this is a
one letter at a time.
Yeah, I forgot. I can't read.
Trafalgar?
I'm just sorry. Fox News host on the 5 called for prosecutors on Trump's many criminal cases to face the death penalty on Thursday, just as it emerged from the Department of Justice plans to wind down Trump's federal cases before he takes office.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and also I love how that just proves that if you're rich enough, it doesn't matter what crime you do.
It's almost like if you're president, it looks bad as a country if you prosecute your
That's
president.
stupid. No one should be above the law.
No,
A
the
lot
president
of the
has to
people
be.
That,
Otherwise, it just fucking doesn't work.
that's
dude.
retardism.
It just doesn't work,
Well,
dude.
we get rid of them and then the vice president takes over.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
system.
exactly.
if they die,
System works
sure.
as System works as
Well, if
intended.
they turn
President
out to
You
goes
be
to
can't
jail.
be the president and be getting prosecuted at the
Yes, you
same
can.
time.
Go
You
to
can be
jail.
the
Vice
president,
president
be a
takes
criminal, then you can be the president and
couldn't
get
do
prosecuted.
Your
my
vice
job.
president gets to take over your job while you're in fucking court.
You
Ooh,
fuck
that-
up.
Okay, I'd be all right with that. The
Yeah.
vice president gets to take over your job while you're in court.
You fuck up, vice president takes over. That's how
That's
it
how
should
it works.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
okay, I can see that.
That is the system.
Trump
That's-
has to go to Trump. Trump's like, I've got to go to court. JD, you know what to do.
Yeah.
And he immediately is just like martial law,
He
like
starts
putting people in
rubbing his
camps.
penis on the microphone, just like
A lot of the
like, it's
people
about
that
to get
were
weird.
on this and wanted it so
Where's my
badly.
couch?
How are they going to survive? Do you think they need therapy? Co-host Greg Gutfield asked. Yes, they definitely need therapy, and maybe also the death penalty. Co-host Dana Pernios responded. Yes, I think the death penalty, Gutfield said. Trump previously said that he'd fire special counsel Jack Smith within 2 seconds as president. Smith had prosecuted Trump on 2 federal cases, one for hoarding classified documents and the other for interference in the 2020 race. That was me summing up a lot of words.
One thing me and you don't agree on is I think that a lot of things that people say on these programs is like them just doing like what would be accepted as comedy in 2006.
I don't think
and is
they
no
should be allowed
longer
to
as
say that
accepted as
kind of
comedy.
stuff. Yeah.
Like if you joke that some dude should get the death penalty or that they should get lynched,
I mean,
like that's funny in 2006.
I
It's
don't-
not
But
funny
we've
in
already
2024
proven Trump's
because
been
like
shot
shit's
at
got
3 times for that kind of shit.
I know.
I don't
But
want-
in 2006, that was funny.
I don't-
If Dave Chappelle said that, that'd be hilarious.
Yes, because Dave Chappelle's a comedian. I don't want my actual leaders saying that on record.
You don't want Trump to be a comedian? All right, hold on. Donald Trump doesn't that. I've got a new plan. Get him elected for a 4th term. He didn't lose the last one. I get him elected for the 4th term, right? Donald Trump does a stand-up routine where that's the whole thing. He goes on tour. JD Vance gets to take over the country.
4-year tour.
Yeah. He does a world tour where all he does is do stand-up the whole time. I found my new passion. JD, take over office. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I must do. I've got my what do they call it? The Fast 5 or some shit.
What?
You do you go on stage and you do 5 minutes of comedy.
Like at a comedy club.
Yeah.
Where they got like an open mic thing.
The
So
point
you come up
being,
and
he's
do a
got
Fast
that.
Five,
It's
yeah.
the greatest. It's the good. You know, like Trump.
the greatest,
It's the
funniest
greatest.
routine
It's the funniest
ever.
routine. I've done the best. My penis is large. God, I really. That's all I want out of Trump's second presidency.
Ooh.
I want to know how big his penis is.
Well, good news. He's already
It's,
a clown.
according to
so-
Stormy wait, we already know. According to Stormy Daniels her court testifying, it's
What'd she
small.
say?
It's small.
Small.
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, but like small as in like she's a porn star, and she's used to like massive dong small or like
She said
it's
it was
small and like
She said it was small.
okay, but Stormy Daniels is famous for taking 16-inch cock on camera.
I don't know Stormy Daniels. I've never seen.
You don't
her
know
vid-
Stormy Daniels?
other than
Patrick,
she's the
put
woman.
up the best clip of Stormy Daniels you can find. Go ahead.
Maybe
Wow.
be selective. Maybe not the best clip of Stormy Daniels. Maybe.
Censor the bottom half, Patrick.
Holy shit!
Anyway.
What time,
All of the loaf.
what time are we at?
48.
48. Okay,
Yeah, we can coast for a minute.
Read-
We're
We
good.
still got 15 minutes.
Read this.
I was really hoping that was just the way I could end the
You
show.
just wanted to clip it right there.
Just one frame of Stormy Daniels like actual porn. We all scream and then it just turns off.
I'm not gonna lie. I figured you're just gonna put like a quick video of like just her face up.
No,
just
I was just. My actual plan was like, if this is the end of the podcast, I'm gonna put one frame of like actual just full penetration. And just we all scream.
with the 2 bars.
The Japanese censorship. The fuck is with the Japanese? Why can they not censor things right? What is their problem?
They censor fine. I can't get off to that shit.
I said fuck.
It is kind of annoying. Yeah.
It is. I can't get
It's
off
like,
to the bars.
Why would you make porn and then censor it?
No, it's not. No, we are talking about 2 different things. You were talking about like the Japanese, they like censor the pubic hair because like real women, like real people have pubic hair. I'm talking about like fucking Daojin, where like no one has pubic hair because it's harder to draw, right? So everybody's just like clean shaven, like pussy, like straight in your
and
face.
then they put those tiny
And they
little
put the
black
tiny
bars
little
over it.
bar.
That's what I'm saying is I can't get off to that.
For the
It's bad.
fucking,
It's
for the
awful.
no, what the fuck is with the dick? Every time the dick is like huge, it's got that one little bar that goes right over, like
Well, no,
right
that's-
between the head and
Yes.
the base.
Like,
No,
imagine,
it's always between in the little slit part.
Yes, why?
I don't know.
Who does that? Is that a guy's job? Is that
Yeah,
like
that is some guy's
some
job.
Japanese guy's like, oh, I have a very good day at work today.
imagine like an 8-inch
I like how he
cock,
turned
and now imagine
French.
trying to censor it with a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that is the amount of effort, if not a little less.
It's so
Like-
it's so fucked. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't understand why you can show like a giant cock in hentai, but you have to put one tiny little bar over it. What is it like? Do they have to like censor the frenulum? Is that what it is? This is
It's
always
like the
over the
pee-hole.
frenulum. No, the frenulum's like that little
No,
thing.
yeah, that's like the curve of the helmet.
No, the
kind of
piece
thing
that
where it-
feels good right underneath the head of your
Yeah,
dick that you
yeah.
actually touch when you're masturbating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. That's what they always put it over.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
guess
like
so.
is that like a policy
That's
thing?
like the clit for the penis.
Yeah, it's the clit for the
Kinda,
penis. Yeah, I mean,
more
it
or
definitely
less.
is. That's what women don't understand. You ever get a hand job and then they're like working like the whole thing, but they don't touch that thing at all?
Yes.
They're just,
Yes, I have.
they're just,
I'm just like,
yanking
hey.
up and down, and you're like, whoa, hold on. I know you have watched porn, but we have not used any lube whatsoever, and you were just like, it feels like
Stretching
they're-
my skin.
It feels like they're trying to. It feels like they're trying to pull your dick off of your body. It really does.
It's like it's not a Stretch Armstrong, hon.
No.
It's not.
So
it's
check
not
out-
I
how
swear to
it's
God, this is as big as it gets. It's not getting. Stop, please.
check out this
the
headline.
head is where all the
Yeah.
action is. I mean, some
The
people
head
really
is where
love-
all the action is.
Well, yeah, the head of the penis.
Yeah,
That's-
no, a little bit below the head is
Well,
fine.
yeah, but
all right,
like, you know,
fine.
you
But
gotta-
head. What about the headlines, Eric?
The
Will wants to talk about the
headline.
headlines.
Well, I'm
See?
talking about the head of my dick.
I'm about to be talking about your forehead.
You like that segue, bro? Did I do a good segue for you, Will?
Yeah.
My
Okay,
dick on
thank
your
you.
forehead? What? It's because he's sucking my balls, you see.
Hold on. Editor Patrick.
Could your
put-
dick, if you put your dick on Will's face, could your balls reach in his mouth, and then your dick actually be on his forehead?
Yeah, I could do that.
cut to me and Eric actually like moving over to the side to like actually get like a good gauge of Will's size of his head.
Editor Patrick, put in a sound of a zipper.
Yeah,
It's like the space between his mouth and the start of his forehead.
yeah. No, I was like,
I could have my balls in the mouth and be able to touch the forehead with the penis. Yes, I could do that.
That's what the show's all about, dude.
Uh,
Tell
ma-
me about that headline, bro.
I would say
Tell me-
not-
Shut up, Eric. We got to do the headline. Will's
Not
gonna get
flaccid.
mad.
I just want to
Will
say
is going
not
to get
flaccid. Admittedly,
flaccid. Okay,
would
He
need to,
wanted to be
like-
humble. He
but
needed to be humble.
Yeah, but what if
I
we
need at least half chub to be reaching.
what if we stretch
up
it?
there.
If I
Yeah.
take it and just stretch it.
Oh, if you just stretched it, yeah, easy.
Okay, yeah, okay, all right. As long as we're all
If we jank you a little
If you
bit.
if you stretch it
Jelk.
flaccid, I think.
Jelk you, not jank you. If we jank you.
I'm gonna jank you,
It's a
bro.
whole new thing, dude.
That's when someone else jokes for you.
no, that's when the girl's trying to pull your dick off of your fucking pelvis.
Hey, baby, can you joke for me?
It's a jank off. God, that is the most uncomfortable shit because your balls are flapping into her knuckles. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Will. This
You
is
have had a
getting
lot of
way off
bad
topic.
hand jobs in your
I've had
life, haven't you?
so many bad hand jobs. The best hand job I ever received was from another man, and that
I
just
believe
makes
it.
sense. It just makes sense.
Right, because he knew what to do.
Yeah, of course. I gave a dude a hand job one time. He was like, "This is my first hand job from a guy, and I am amazed how much better this is than any woman has ever done."
Yes, they don't get it.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, duh, faggot, Jesus Christ, can we get along with this?"
All right, wait. Did he put the finger in the bum?
His, mine.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah. No, he did, but that was later. I mean, that was a little bit later. I mean, it moved on to other things afterwards, but like, I had to do the weird. We were facing each other, so I had to do that weird thing where like I'm giving him a hand job, but I'm doing it upside down. Like, can
And
you
it was
imagine?
still better than
Yeah.
any other
I'm
hand job
like,
he'd gotten.
imagine you take your dick and you
Yeah.
have to give yourself a hand job upside down.
Yeah.
You're cranking it, but like your pinky's getting most of the action.
Right, which is
That's-
just awkward.
It's awkward. Like, it's really better just to actually spoon with another guy, and then you get it, and you're like, oh yeah, this just feels like it's actually my penis, and then you can like give him like the.
That makes sense because that's the same angle.
Of
that you would
course, yeah.
normally go at it.
Yeah.
from.
And of course, if I'm doing it with my right hand, I suck at it. And if I do it with my left hand, I'm a fucking mastermind.
You're saying you're the left-handed goat.
Oh, we both are. Eric and I.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Left-handed high five. dude.
Left-handed, yep.
Yeah. There we go. Hell yeah.
Oh, Puss.
Yours is
Patrick,
wet.
Puss
Why is
squelching
your
noise into that?
Why was that wet?
Noticed in the background this whole time there's been a slight fapping noise.
Yeah, I kind of got a little bored earlier.
Was it all the talk about Trump? Did you get excited about that, or did you get bored? I can't get a read on you. Really,
I got bored for a minute when he started talking about communism and Trump and stuff, and you know, I just kind of looked down at my phone, my phone that has porn on it. There we go.
That's all that's on there too. I like the implication that's all that you have on there.
Oh yeah, just porn, nothing but
I
porn.
legitimately once, I think it was Will. Was it you?
Yeah.
I legitimately don't agree before I say it.
It's true, I did. He's just like, I don't know what you're about to say, but it's true.
That time we killed all like the
I'm very
that time we went
ashamed,
to
but yes.
we went to Tremont and we joined up with that group. That was you, right? Like, I can just say anything now. You realize that? I can just say whatever I want. Oh, did I tell you big news? The guy's dead. The Tremont the Grand Wizard in Tremont. He died.
Meth?
No, old age, unfortunately. But I found out because my doctor is related to the Grand I guess he's dead, was her cousin.
Oh.
And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah, there's a big joke in Tremont that even the cows are white. And I was like, yeah, I get that feeling.
Yeah.
She says she's not proud of it in any way whatsoever. She she hates it and whatever.
Eric gonna go running for office here soon?
Yes, of course. Anyways, was it you where I was standing next, you were standing behind me, and I opened up my phone and it just opened up to like a naked picture of my wife, and I turned it off really quick.
No, actually, I think that was Noah.
I'll have to confirm.
I've never
that.
seen.
Yeah.
I haven't. I think either Noah or Aaron has seen Kira naked multiple times, but I have never have.
Oh, no. When Kira first started drinking, she did that thing that all white women do when they first start drinking, where they'll just be like, "Yeah, I'll show you my tits. I don't fucking care. Just raise it up and show them." You know, my house used to get really fucking weird when I was in my early 20s.
Oh yeah, remember that time I came over with my ex and we just fucked in the back while y'all were playing Magic the
do
Gathering
that?
or something?
Did you do that? Did you fuck in
did.
the back?
I
Oh
did.
yeah, no, you fucked in the room that I used to play NES in, the yellow room.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that
Made
room.
like pterodactyl noises.
Yeah, that room rules. I have many childhood memories in that room, and now that I know that you fucked in it, that's yeah, it was kind of like that. That seals the deal, honestly. That's like a nice cap on all my childhood memories. I can seal that room away. That house is actually,
she's
and
the
I'm not
pterodactyl,
joking,
like,
being
you-
demolished.
You guys knew it had happened because
Oh, of course.
when
I
we
would
came
not
back
care.
out, y'all were joking about the fact they're just like, so those guys are definitely fucking back there, and we're out here playing Magic the Gathering. What did we do wrong? Like,
Well,
feel like we had a lot of options for how our lives were supposed to go, and we ended up over here.
Well, I mean, you
And
decided
they're
to date a
back
black
there.
chick.
Mhm.
That was the difference.
Yeah,
It
fair
was.
enough.
I mean, let's be honest. They're a lot easier. When it comes to they find out they can get a nice Scandinavian white man, like a pure Aryan white man like yourself. You are high breed stock, my man. You are right up there with like Hitler would shed a tear looking at you, and she couldn't resist. That's just the truth of the matter.
I mean, I admit that I am an irresistible Scandinavian Adonis, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Patrick, put up the picture.
Mm-hmm. See?
Mhm.
Yep. I mean,
It's just going to be the swastika tattoo picture
damn it.
again.
I'm not gonna lie. I was actually hoping
I
it was.
kind of knew it would be, but
I was kind of hoping it was just the guy from Green Mile.
What the fucking
black guy,
Nazi?
right?
The
Yeah.
black guy or
No,
the Nazi?
black guy.
Okay, yeah, okay, hell yeah. It's just it's the fucking black guy from Scorpion King and Green
Yes.
Mile.
Yeah.
Hell
Yes.
yeah. That is
Michael
an
Clark
Aryan
Duncan?
Yeah,
Is that
Michael Clark Duncan. Rest
Yes.
in peace, my God. A true like influence on our
some people
lives.
don't know I actually look
Will
exactly
still has
like
not been
Michael
able to
Clark
say this
Duncan.
headline.
Oh,
Say something funny, Will. You're very funny.
Oh, you want to? Oh, you want to know my favorite knock knock joke?
okay. Go for
Okay,
it.
yeah, go for it.
You have to start it though.
All right. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Wait. How does this work?
Yeah, I'm confused. I'm already confused.
Come on.
Okay.
Continue the joke. Be funny.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. P.
P who?
Penis. Is that your
Yeah.
favorite? What? Are you? Do you play? Are you? What, I thought you had a
What?
real
Just-
thing.
Did you?
I
not
thought you had
have
a real
knock
thing.
knock joke?
Did you just take that and just make me do it? Did you just be like, no, you want to hear my favorite knock knock joke? You fucking do it. That's my joke, faggot. You fucking do it. I ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. You didn't let me see my
Kinda
fucking
reverse
headline.
psychology shit.
Yeah, what was the fucking shit? I talk about Eric being an Aryan Adonis for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden you're
know.
pounding off shit on me. Pawning shit off on me.
Oh, he was pounding off.
So remember how
on
we
you
were
was
talking
what
about
I did
RFK
earlier.
and him being in charge of shit?
Yeah.
The Trump campaign quietly distanced itself from RFK Jr. after new vaccine safety comments.
Ooh, I could see that.
Oh, well.
I could see that. He'll have to back down on that shit because that's probably the dumbest shit he's all about.
That's true.
Realistically, he's good about a lot of shit, but goddamn, the vaccine shit is the dumbest shit he's all about. It only says he look into it. I look into all sorts of shit, and I don't get in trouble.
I think he says more than
Look
that.
at my internet history.
We
Go
don't-
ahead,
Hold on. I wouldn't actually.
Patrick. Put that up on the screen.
Oh, no. Pull that back down. Pull that back down.
Have you ever been to Stormfront.com?
Hey, look
They got
at
some
him.
good stuff on there.
definitely a Nazi
There's some
porn
good stuff
website or
on there. That's
something,
all I'm
isn't it?
saying. They got some good ideas.
Look at Eric. Does Eric look like a type of guy who would go to Stormfront? No, don't answer. I just want you to sit here and I want you to be quiet and think about it for a solid 30 seconds. Staring at Eric. Does Eric seem like the type of guy who would read Stormfront?
I just peed myself. I just fucking peed in my pants. God damn it. Oh, fuck. I legitimately just pissed myself.
Why'd you do
Fuck,
that?
stop the show. Turn it off.